This video is about events in Scratch. The best way to start talking about events is to show some in action. If I start with the mouse in the top left-hand corner of the Scratch window, watch closely as I move it along the toolbar. As soon as the mouse is over the globe, it changes colour and a message pops up that says Set Language. When I move the mouse away, the message is hidden and the original colour is restored. Events are about things changing and things happening. Every time the mouse moves, even by the smallest amount, it counts as an event. It's called the mouse move event. Scratch isn't interested in most of these events. For instance, it doesn't do anything as I move the mouse over the word Scratch. But the people who created Scratch decided there would be a toolbar here, and they wrote some code that said, when the mouse is over the globe, change its colour and pop up the Set Language message. And they wrote another section of code that said, when the mouse moves away from the globe, change the colour back and hide the message. When something happens, we say that an event is raised. That's like a football line judge raising his flag when he sees a player is offside. When the referee sees the flag, he blows his whistle to halt play. We could say that the referee handles the offside event. Likewise, we say that the Scratch program handles the mouse move events when the mouse moves over and away from the globe. Your Scratch programs can handle events too. If you look at the control group, you can see that some blocks have a curved top. This means that they can be used to create event handlers. I've dragged them to the script area so you can see them clearly. The first one is when green flag clicked. This is where you add code that you want to run when you click on the green flag. The next block is when a key is pressed. Pressing a key on the keyboard is another kind of event, and as with the mouse events, your program will do nothing with them unless you tell it to. Each alphabetic and numeric key, as well as the spacebar and the arrow keys, raises its own event, and you could have a handler for each key if you wanted to. The next block is the when Sprite clicked event handler. Clicking with the mouse is yet another type of event, and if you want to do something when you click on a sprite, you would use one of these event handlers. The final block is the when I receive message. This isn't a mouse click or a key press. You can tell your sprite to do things by sending them messages using the broadcast block. The stage can send and receive messages, and your sprites can talk to each other by sending messages back and forth. Broadcast and when I receive blocks are the subject of another video in this series. To give you an idea of event handling in action, this arrow sprite handles the 4 events I've shown you in similar ways. In each case, the sprite says something, it moves on the stage to point at the event it's handling, and then announces that it's waiting for the next event. So let's go through them. First is the green flag click handler. I'll click the green flag here, and as you can see, the sprite handles the event by speaking, moving and thinking. Next is a handler for when the space bar is pressed. I'll do that now, and you can see that the event is handled. When I click on the sprite itself, the sprite clicked event handler kicks in and its code is executed. Finally, I can send a message to the sprite using the broadcast block. I send the Move Now message, and because the sprite handles that message, the code in the event handler runs.